morning, welcome to Good News, Bad News, the show where we bring you the news that you might have missed, but you really shouldn't have. I'm one of your hosts, Jide. Joining me is...
Isaac.
And Davina Cook.
Macaulay Culkin just posted a photo of himself holding up a bucket of paint saying, you want to feel old? I just turned 40.
Yeah.
Which is to remind you that the guy from Home Alone is now 40 years old.
But what's the paint got to do with it?
There's the second part of the tweet. I'm also painting my house, and if could use it. No, he in the movie, the swinging buckets of paint that knocked over Joe Pesci and sorry, I don't remember the name of that other actor.
Let's call him Laszlo.
Laszlo Jones.
Joe Pesci and Laszlo Jones.
The cream of the crop. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was Joe Pesci until
You know, like the Joe Pesci of what's that Scorsese movie that everybody loves? Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
You know,
the new one.
You think I'm funny? And then he blows a guy away, and then you have the Joe Pesci of Home Alone, which is, oh, my hair's on fire. Oh.
It's kind of the same guy. He's like, oh my god, my same thing.
That's acting, maybe.
Oh my God! Has anybody cut a YouTube video together where they take Joe Pesci, like a face replacement, and swap him in, the Joe Pesci from Goodfellas, into Home Alone, and he's like...
The other way around. The other way around is better. You think I'm funny? Davina, what have you got for us?
I've got some bad news.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. In 2020, the year of our Lord, Usain Bolt.
The year of good luck.
Oh, it's very sad. In Mauritius, 17 dolphins have been found on the coast, dead. Oil spill was to blame. And not only that, on the beach near to me, only 5 minutes away, 2 crates of dead dogs were washed up on the beach this morning. I was going to go for a swim, and I thought, maybe not today.
What?
Yeah. Lots of...
Why?
Some say that people have been smuggling them into China so they don't have to go through the quarantine, so they can be with their pets. But I don't know, like, what happened.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's really... But there's like 4 dogs in one small cage. It's very odd.
Oh, well, that's good. At least they, saving space.
It, right?
Died with their friends. Oh.
So what did you do? You went down, you saw them. Took some selfies.
I did. Oh, I
then...
did. Well, I didn't want to go on the beach, but my dog wanted to go on the beach, so...
You said you were going for a swim, so calm down a second. Get your story straight.
Wait a minute here. Let's this story doesn't check out. How did the dogs get on the beach again? Where were you? Why were the dogs on the beach?
I was going for a swim, but I was alerted that there were dead dogs on the beach, so I didn't wear my swimming costume, but I still had to walk the dog, so...
And
they've got a public announcement pre-recorded for that very issue. Bing bong. Ladies and gentlemen, there are dead dogs on the beach. Swim at your own risk.
People
I also
swimming. When I went down, I was like, come on.
I also like that you said you still had to walk your dog, and you walked your dog by the pile of dead dogs, as if to say, listen, buddy, we had a problem last night when you wouldn't get in your crib, so I don't want to hear any more about it.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep this bad news train rolling. I've got some bad news. The U.S. is being hit by a massive hurricane right now. They said the headline that I read is, it will bring unsurvivable storm surge to the coast of Louisiana.
What makes a storm surge unsurvivable? It's the chainsaw.
It's just like that Sharknado movie, except it's Surge-nado, and it's just got chainsaws and barbed wire and boat rotors. It's just spinning around in it.
And lactose intolerance smacks you as you're eating a cheeseburger. You die on the spot. How big is it? How many?
I think I read 20 meters offhand, which is pretty high for the coast. Like 20 meters vertical of storm surge.
I meant,
is that a wave?
how much of the country is it hitting?
Oh, about 20 meters. 20 meters. I mean, that's the other part of the headline. It's unsurvivable, but if you don't go within those 20 meters, you're fine.
This is what happened to those dogs on the beach.
No, I mean, if you look at a map, it looks quite frightening. The hurricane is gigantic. It's like the size of Texas or something like that, and it's just slamming into the Gulf Coast.
Did you hear about those fire tornadoes they were having as well?
A tornado of fire.
Tornadoes of fire just careening across the country.
This really is biblical, isn't it? It's like,
news.
there will be crates of dogs on the beaches, hurricanes the size of Texas, and tornadoes of fire.
We've also had the locusts, right? Locusts in Africa or wherever.
And China.
And China. And we had the plague. The plague in the US and China. Woo! 2020.
What happens after, is it Doomsday?
Oh.
Or does
You mean the rapture?
it all happen after all of the bad stuff? Like,
I think the good people rise up and the bad people sink down.
okay. We're still afloat. Does that mean we're good people?
I think the whole world is sinking.
Hey.
I don't know. Anyway, speaking of sinking, terrible news, 2020, as if it couldn't get any worse. It turns out that once you've had coronavirus, you're not actually immune, they think. There's a guy in Hong Kong, 33 years old, came back from Spain with coronavirus, got over it, and then 3 months later had it again.
No.
Yeah, apparently certain antibodies in some people don't stay, they fade, or they can fade. But the good news, let me counter your bad news with a little niblet of good news. That they think that's not everybody responds that way to the virus, and that a vaccine, just those. They think that vaccines are far more effective than actually getting the virus, that you'll have like 5 or 6 times the long-lasting antibodies if you get a vaccine. That's the hypothesis, but then tomorrow they're going to be like, the vaccines turn you into rat people.
I've got some good news to lighten the load of our depression.
Lighten it up.
But it's not... Anyway, Jacques Cousteau's grandson is raising money from an International Space Station of the Oceans.
What? Wouldn't that be an international sea station or something?
Huh? Yeah.
International sea? International...
I guess space as in, like, the area. Like, they're taking up space in the ocean.
I like it.
Jacques Cousteau is moving the ocean to space. That's what he's doing.
I love Davina's definition, though. I live in a space flat. So take some space.
It looks pretty neat, but might be. I'm already sensing that it could not be a great
real.
idea. Well, it's near Florida, where all the storms happen, right?
Yeah, it's gone. It's already gone. The 20-meter storm surge.
Yeah.
Those dogs were a part of that space station project. That's how far they washed up from the other side of the globe.
If they'd seen that documentary, Deep Blue Sea, they'd know that this wouldn't have ended well.
Yeah, Sam Jackson always gets bit in half.
That's it.
Did he go? He goes really early in the film, right?
Like spoilers, Jesus Christ!
Like halfway through.
Classic.
I was surprised, and I liked that move. I thought that was a cool move.
That is a. He's also giving a really we are gonna get these mother effing sharks off our mother, and then he gets bit in half.
He's talking about surviving an avalanche. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a Deep Blue Sea purist.
Get your facts right, Isaac.
Take it back straight, Isaac.
Sorry. I am so sorry.
You know, I auditioned for the sequel, Deep Blue Sea 2. It was good. I thought it was a great audition.
Could have used more chainsaws and
That's it.
barbed wire.
Yeah.
Anybody got any other news? Are we dry?
I'm pregnant.
No, congratulations.
Nope. Keep that one to yourself.
Well, I think that pretty much says all there is to say.
I think we fizzled out aggressively. That was an unsurvivable silence storm.
Well, I'm Isaac.
I'm Davina.
And I'm Jai. And this has been Good News, Bad News. Until next time, news out!
Wow.
Top notch.
Nailed
Top
it.
notch, gang.
Woo!
I think it's part of the charm, maybe.
Yeah?
I love this show on the web. It's really bad, but that's part of the charm.